thigh to remove it from the carcass. And then right down the center bone here, that leads to the wishbone, which goes down on a V right here to the top of the wing bone. So we're going to take the breast off by going down until we hit resistance. Then that's the top of the wishbone. We cut down, and we're at the wing bone joint, which we can sever pretty cleanly here. Quick stroke, and then just using the tip of the knife, we tease the breast away. Now, for presentation, if you were going to do a whole duck breast, see all this fat? That's our clarified butter. So we're going to take that off, all that extra stuff. I want a thin strip of fat and skin on the top side of my breast, but I don't want too much because I want it to render out, be nice and crispy. So I'm going to leave it like that, score it lightly, so that when I cook it skin side down, it renders out and gets nice, crispy brown. And that would be a $32, $35 entree portion in a New York City restaurant. Now remember, we just made $600 off the guts of this thing. Now this is the gravy, right? Now, if you're going to do a whole breast like that, you leave the wing on. If it's a place where that's maybe not quite stylish enough, then you take the wing off, right? Barbecue in the bar, and that's what you got, nice and clean. Oh, one more thing here. The tenderloin. It's not really a tenderloin, but that's what they call it on a piece of poultry. Just take out this little tendon, and you get this skinny little piece of duck meat. You take, now, if you serve this with it or without it, nobody's going to know. They're not going to miss this. If you have what? Well, not if you're not going to say on the menu skinny little piece of duck breast tenderloin. You're going to have in your appetizer section or on the bar menu, you're going to have duck breast satay with spicy Thai peanut sauce. You're going to put it on a skewer and you're going to grill it. You're going to sell 4 of them on a plate for $6. And this guy's not going to miss it. Okay. I'm going to break this down really fast. Just take off all that extra money, I mean skin. Separate the leg and the thigh. Find the joint, cut that off, and then again in Gourmet you'll learn how to make confit from these, or you would braise them. Sell that as a $15 or a $20 lunch special. This would be your $35 dinner. So you got about $60. You got $120 out of the duck. You made out of deliveries from one, you made maybe about $100. So you're making $200 or $300 off of each duck if you do it right. Oh, $12.
It's like, how readily available are like whole ducks? Like outside of like major cities, like pretty.
Well, I mean, I can't speak for small towns in Iowa. I honestly don't know. But you know, New York, Chicago, Los Angeles, Dallas, San Francisco, and Denver. I mean, you know, any reasonable sized city of over like 100,000, you're going to be able to get stuff like this. You know, and shit, if you're making $600 or $800 off of 4 ducks, you can afford to have them FedEx to you if you want to.
Overnight?
Yeah, live. All right, so that's where we're going to take this. For the people who are prepping for Monday, I do want to cut this into much smaller pieces because we're going to do a curry sampler plate. And the duck curry is only going to be one of 5 different curries. So let's separate off the thigh into 2 pieces. Let's just score the skin so that when we roast them, the fat renders out properly. The breast is going to be a small portion also. So we're going to cut the breast into like 3 portions. So we'll get 6 small tasting portions out of each side, 12 out of each duck. The carcasses we can save. We'll make a duck stock out of those that we can use instead of a chicken or poultry stock for soups next week. Right? And when you're finished removing all the good parts, there's still a considerable amount of fat that runs right across the back. So before you throw this in the stock pot, you take that off, and you're in good shape. All right? That's it. Thanks a lot.